Could this be Las Vegas's best buffet deal? For $65, all you can eat lobster at the Palms. Today we'll be eating our way through this wildly popular buffet with a local Vegas YouTuber. You don't want to miss it. We're going to be joined right now with local Vegas YouTuber Norma Helly, good friend of mine as well. And Norma, why are people so obsessed with this buffet?
Well, first of all you can eat lobster, all you can eat crab legs, and it's only $65. That's unheard of here in Vegas.
And there is already a line forming 20 minutes before right there. Joining us for the buffet, Team Adriana and my son Alexander. His first ever Vegas buffet. Very important details for you right here. The lobster all you can eat is only available Wednesday and Thursday from 2 to 9 p.m. and they require reservations, or at least they're highly recommending it. So book this a week in advance if you have some time. You know, in my younger days, this reminds me of like waiting in line for a club.
Yeah, and you have to be on the list to get in.
Norma, I've always heard that at a buffet, they always put the stuff in front just to fill you up. We've got the crab legs right here as you walk in.
What's cool though is that not only do they have iced crab legs, but they also have hot crab legs if you like those better.
Fresh batch of lobster out. Homemade lobsters. This is what you spend the bucks on right here. My mouth is watering. There he is. There's the winner. All right. Wow, this is heavy. Hey, Alexander, you want to see a lobster? Interested? Getting a little behind the scenes with the chef. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
There's more lobster, obviously.
How many lobsters do you serve in a day here?
I can only go with pounds.
So how many pounds is that?
360.
Wow. I saw in a video that you guys go through like thousands of lobsters during one of these.
Of course, yeah. And that's just for one night.
That's just for one day.
This is the giveaway. Live lobsters, 5 pounds. Whoever win the lottery, we cook it for them and serve it to them.
I love that smell, man.
Right?
How long do they cook for?
About 15 minutes. 15 to 20 minutes, yeah. These are the best ones. The live ones, yeah.
All right, Norman, now I have a confession to make. I really have not eaten that much lobster in my life. I've done lobster rolls before, but I've never actually ordered a whole lobster, so we're gonna learn together today, okay? And anyone watching who's never done it before, she's gonna show you how.
I got you guys.
Can we start with the lobster tail?
Yeah, we'll do the easy one. Thankfully, they basically already did all the work
Yeah.
for us, and we just gotta tear it off.
Okay.
And then again, we have the two butters right here, the regular drawn and the spicy butter, but
Okay.
that one's my favorite for sure.
Let me try it. Oh, look at that.
All right, cheers.
Cheers.
Oh my God.
Would it be too obvious to say the first word that comes to mind is buttery?
Yeah, it's definitely buttery for sure. But it's so soft and like so moist. So good.
Actually, Norma, with a very good tip when you come here, wear a dark colored shirt for all the butter.
Yeah, because it's oily, it's gonna stain you, and it's hard to get out. So we're done. Let's go ahead and put this.
Nice.
All right, so now we have Larry the lobster. So yeah, just grab it from the body here,
Yeah.
from here, and then just crack it. So then after that, kind of spread it out first,
Okay.
and then you're gonna crack it.
Squish it down.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
From there, just start taking off the shell. And then to get like the back part, just have it up like this, and,
Yeah.
and then just,
So yours looks so much nicer than mine.
it's okay, you just gotta practice.
You just need one friend who can do this and you're set. Thank
There
you
you
so
go.
much. So just pull this guy out, and that's it.
If you want, oh, okay. So I got a pregnant lobster. These are eggs right here. Is
that good luck?
Maybe it's good luck.
All right, let's try this out.
Do you notice the difference between the two lobsters?
I feel like this has more flavor. I feel like this doesn't need the butter as much.
Oh. I do feel like these are a little bit more denser. So of course you got these two guys right here. Let's go for the bigger one. Let's just go ahead and take off the whole thing. See how it has like all these little spikes and stuff right there? Have a spare napkin with you. Put it over those spikes and then just crack it open. Okay, now go ahead and take the thumb off. If you're looking, ooh, oh, you got a good piece right there actually.
Okay.
Like a little lollipop.
Like a little lollipop. All right. Might have been the most flavorful piece I've had so far today.
Mine for sure still has some in here. So just take your little tool right
Yeah.
here of torture. Just open it and put it over.
Like here?
Like in the middle, yeah. No, there you go.
I cracked something open. How many lobsters do you think you could go through if you were really hungry?
3 or 4, I would say.
How about,
Plus
tails?
Ooh, if I only did tails, I could see like 8.
I know the lobster fanatics are gonna say I'm lazy, but I'm probably just gonna stick with the tails.
Crab time. Okay, so for this one, between this knuckle and this knuckle, you're gonna tear it apart like that.
Just tear it.
And you're gonna get this little stringy guy out.
Okay.
There you go. So now tear this one from this one apart. So sometimes you'll get just a little bit, you could just see this part right here, this pointy part.
Yeah.
So that you can use to like kind of scoop out what you have in there. It's not a lot, but if you appreciate a crab, you will get every little bit out of it. Okay, but we still have the big boy. We haven't done the big boy yet.
Okay.
All this meat right here in the back, this is all edible. And then this one.
All right, now I have some crab meat.
There you go. It is a little bit more tedious when it comes to crab legs, but
Yeah.
when you love them, and you don't mind.
You will move mountains to get your crab's legs. I usually just do crab cakes, to be honest with you. Something that I was really thinking about was how eating at a buffet is one of those like tourist checklists when you come to Vegas. Would you say it's the most iconic food experience you can do here?
Yes, I do think you have to do it at least once, but I mean, there are so many different buffets from different tiers. I mean, you have the really cheap ones, you have the ones that include all the seafood, and then they have like really big ones out there too.
I think it fits Vegas though. Like Vegas is all about excess, right? You come here. How would you rank this one versus the others? You think the value's good here?
Well, first of all, we're off the strip, so it's gonna be a lot cheaper. But if you only had to try like one buffet out there, I mean, like you can't go wrong with Bacchanal. Definitely can't go wrong with this.
Lead the way to something other than the fish.
Get some of this over here. Can I get a little piece?
Oh, the whole thing, wow. Top sirloin, all right. Thank you.
Ready? Okay, yeah. This mac and cheese look good.
Plate number 2.
This mac and cheese looks juicy,
Yeah, it
guys.
looks good. Super cheesy.
This ain't no Kraft mac and cheese over here, guys.
Top sirloin time.
That's some good au jus.
The au jus good and the sirloin too. Really well marinated. I love the flavors. I think for me it's gonna be a lot more top sirloin and lobster tail, and I'm gonna be good.
They had a whole bunch of jalapenos on there.
Yeah.
And they offered me one. Just a little bit.
Yeah? Hot. The man behind the camera today, you may know him, Jaycation. Also a Vegas and Southern California YouTuber. You're like me in that you don't always want to put the work in to crack the lobsters.
I'm all about work smart, not hard. And when you got lobster tails that taste just as good as the rest of the lobster, I go with that.
How many of those are you gonna do today?
I'm gonna do 5. I'm gonna be on the lower end, but I could probably push 8 if I wanted. See, look at that. See, all I have to do is pull it off. I went with the spicy butter. That's what's up, man.
That's what you pay 65 bucks for right there, right? Mm-hmm. All right, Miss Norma, plate number 3. So you're going with a mixture of pizza and lobster tail?
I mean, it's a buffet. You're here to get what you want to get. And I might go back and get me a salad too. Why not? I know they say don't get salads at a buffet, but again, you get what you want to get. There's no rules here.
According to Adriana, the roasted chicken legs here are good. Spinach and strawberry salad, okay. There we go. I think I'm gonna top it off with some mac and cheese though. We're gonna keep the mac and cheese train going. I forgot how fun buffets are. You just like walk around, you look like, oh, that might taste good. They're not such a big thing in New York. I think if this was in New York, I might pop in once in a while. I'm a little jealous you live in Vegas. You can come to this whenever you want. Alexander's really appreciating his first ever buffet. Licking his fingers. Now that we've shown you a popular locals buffet, I want to show you a popular locals casino where we're staying for this trip. That has really impressed me a lot. I'm about to show you one of my favorite all-time rooms we've ever had in Vegas, okay? At Palace Station, we got the executive suite on the top floor, and I'm really impressed. I think you guys are gonna like this. All right, so to start, we have a little hallway, and my son, Alexander, enjoying all the extra space. Hi. I believe this is over 600 square feet. This may be the biggest room I've ever had in Vegas. And to start, humongous TV, always very nice. And something that really caught my attention was the room service prices. These prices for breakfast tomorrow, just to get French toast, 12 bucks, Belgian waffles, 12 bucks, American breakfast, 13 bucks, not bad. Complimentary waters, not a lot of hotels in Vegas are gonna give you that. And we may be lucky, but we have a mini fridge here, which is empty, and we have plenty of space for drinks. Oh, a little sink here, okay. But the best selling point for this room has gotta be that view of the Strip. You look past the traffic and just a beautiful shot of the Strip. And I can see Treasure Island, the Mirage, Trump Tower, and the mountains in the distance. Really, what else could you ask for? We're past the partying stage, but if we were having a party with Alexander's friends, we have plenty of space here. We have a nice couch and king-size bed. Bed test. Finally, a bed that's not rock hard. I actually don't mind a softer mattress. They also, if you're traveling with a child, gave us a crib. And we have 2 different nightstands, which, you know, is good to have extra space. And the bathroom has one little quirk, I must admit. There's no door here. I guess they're going for this like open layout thing. That's fine, because you are hiding here in the bathtub. If you want to hide, it's up to you. And you have a separate shower. This is great. Can't remember the last room I stayed at that had the separate shower and bathtub. Nice touch. This is like one of those like sauna type showers as well. I can relax in here. Plenty of space here for washing hands. Heck, I practically call this a changing table right here. That might be the use up here. And a separate toilet area. And this is one of those things in Vegas I always loved, how you can make phone calls from the toilet. You want to order room service, be my guest. Hi.
High five.
Yeah, Alexander just discovered the actual use for this as a drum. Cheers.
Oh, so refreshing. I needed this.
Cheers, dude.
Cheers, man.
Try this. I think it's 2018 again. I'm like back to my like self-vlogging days. You were the one that put me onto this hotel. Why is Palace Station so popular with locals? Tell me.
The prices are right here, and the gambling is better than just 5 minutes away on the Las Vegas Strip. You're just off of it, but you're close enough. And you have tons of tables and the slots. They have a really good reward system here.
So who would you tell to stay at Palace Station?
I would say the returning Vegas tourists that haven't been outside the Strip and want to be away just a little bit to come over here. Locals love this place, so if a local wants to have like a weekend getaway.
I'm not an oyster person, but you have eaten at their oyster bar before and you liked it, right?
Yes, they have this thing called the Vuya Roast, and it's in this bowl. It's like a bouillabaisse. It's so good. It's one of the best things that I've had, for sure, in Vegas.
Oh, this looks good. Mr. Disney here. Why is this such a big deal?
So Dole Whip is a really popular dessert served in Disneyland and all the properties around the world. But here in Vegas, there are a few places popping up that have Dole Whip soft serve, and this is the buffet that has it.
I think too often overlooked for buffet strategy is having room for dessert. Do you agree?
Yeah, what I do like though is that everything is so small. You'll see the portions are tiny, but you're actually really happy that they're that small because that's how much you have left.
Feels like we're at somebody's wedding. These little pastries here, little servings. Oh, are those s'mores here? Hello.
Oh, cute. Oh, I want a creme brulee for sure.
Creme brulee up. The New Yorker in me says, let's get a cannoli. It's funny we call it lobster dinner, but we had it at like 2:30, and I still see a long line outside. You can see Norma and I have very different palates when it comes to dessert. I am chocolate everything. I got s'mores. I got what looks like an Oreo mousse and a cannoli, of course. What about you?
I got some bread pudding, got some cherry cobbler, and you always got to do like the classic creme brulee.
I feel you. All right, let's just dig into this and chat. I didn't have a s'more on my bingo card, but I'm not complaining about this one.
Yeah, and then the creme brulee, definitely very creamy, has like a good consistency. Always love it. Bread pudding, it's not too moist, not too dry, it's like right in the middle. And you gotta get your fruit with the peach cobbler over here.
All right, Oreo mousse.
Yeah?
That's my jam right there. I love Oreo flavors. I love cookies and cream ice cream. This has been a very satisfying meal. I think you could totally get your money's worth here just after 3 or 4 trips to the Lobster Station alone.
Well, look at it this way. If you go to, let's say, Golden Steer, which is one of the biggest steakhouses here in Las Vegas, their Australian one is like $120 for one lobster tail.
For one lobster tail?
Yeah, but it's Australian, so yes, it is big, but for half the price, you can get many more than that here. Obviously, every steakhouse is different, but
Yeah.
minimum for lobster, minimum $50 for one.
Yeah, the value is absolutely insane. Now that you put it like that, if you're a tourist watching, leave the strip, come here. Anyone who doesn't know Norma already, if you're from my channel, tell us about yourself. What have you been up to in Vegas, and why should people follow you?
Again, my name is Norma Jelly. I have a whole channel here in Las Vegas. Anything to do with Vegas, whether if it's eating, drinking, where to stay, attraction, free things to do. I do have a second channel that's a little bit newer. It's called Life of a Norma Jelly. So it's just more lifestyle, what it's like to live in Las Vegas as a YouTuber.
Yeah.
Because there's some cool things to do here in Vegas, guys.
I'll put you on the spot. Tell us something that your average tourist wouldn't think to do visiting Vegas.
There's actually a lot of hiking here in Las Vegas because we are surrounded by mountains. Lots of off-roading. You can definitely do a lot of that.
Overall, my impressions of this buffet, I think completely worth it. We talked about the economics, but if you're not into seafood, come another day. Unless you're with a partner who's really into it, then you gotta bite the bullet. They have a lot of other choices of meat and vegetarian stuff. I think you'll be okay. Now that we showed you Vegas's biggest food icon, the buffet, we're gonna go to my home city, New York, and show you what our city is most well known for, foods you've gotta try, and most importantly, where to eat them. Watch this video next.